Run out low blow.
Usyk.
Yeah, Usyk.
You're right.
That is the guy.
Usyk don't win.
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well.
I think that's the great way to cap it, but I salute John Usyk, the great Usyk.
1. Boxing legends believe Oleksandr Usyk will never lose because of his unmatched skill and intelligence in the ring. Anthony Joshua explains that Usyk doesn't depend on power to win, but instead relies on elite technique, footwork, and timing. His ability to outthink and outmaneuver opponents makes him a puzzle no one can solve. That's why legends and champions alike agree Usyk's dominance is built on pure boxing mastery, not brute force.
Dubois against Oleksandr Usyk. Realistically, has he got any chance? He's got 30 seconds.
Of course he has. Look, it's a tough ask, of course. You know, the thing with Usyk is he doesn't depend on his power to knock you out. He depends on his skill. That's why it's a tough ask, because he's gonna box rings around you if you let him. Dubois, good luck. Don Charles, good luck. Great British boxing, good luck. We potentially might have the heavyweight championship back on our soon.
Terence Crawford.
On Daniel Dubois against Usyk, realistically, has he got any chance? He has. Of course he has. Look, it's a tough ask. The thing with Usyk is he doesn't depend on power to knock you out. He depends on skill. That's why it's a tough ask, because he's going to box rings around you if you let him. Dubois, good luck. Don Charles, good luck. Great British boxing, good luck. We potentially might have a heavyweight championship back on our soil.
Undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Is it going to be Usyk or Dubois? What did you see in the first fight?
Usyk.
Did you see the first fight?
It was a low blow. Usyk.
You a lying dog. If that blow landed on you like that, you wouldn't say that. You would say what?
Usyk.
You would say it's a low blow. But that wasn't a. No, I'm not mad at the ref for calling that low blow.
Usyk.
Yeah, Usyk.
You're right.
That is the guy.
Usyk don't win.
But the first time before Usyk fought Tyson Fury, did you think Usyk could beat Tyson Fury?
Usyk.
No.
I picked them both times.
No, the first time you picked him?
Both times.
Because you was high on Tyson Fury at one time.
Both times. I knew the movement was going to give Tyson Fury problems. Tyson Fury, you know what I mean, is a great heavyweight champion, but he never was fighting people as Usyk though.
Lennox Lewis, a former undisputed heavyweight champion himself, praised Oleksandr Usyk for his technical brilliance and ring IQ. Lewis suggested that Usyk's talents would have held up even in the golden heavyweight era of fighters like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. That kind of comparison speaks volumes, especially coming from someone who dominated during such a fierce competitive period. Lewis acknowledged that Usyk's adaptability and intelligence in the ring would have served him well against the most dangerous names from any era.
How do you think Oleksandr Usyk would have done in your era? The era of Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson. How do you think he would have done against you and your contemporaries?
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well. I don't think he would have lasted against me because I fought mean uppercutting him, and I noticed he gets caught with uppercuts, so he wouldn't have been able to stand up to me.
Renowned trainer and boxing analyst Teddy Atlas gave Usyk the highest praise possible. He declared that no fighter today can outshine Usyk and emphasized that his championship status is fully owned. Atlas noted how Usyk's commanding presence in the ring had a psychological effect on Daniel Dubois during their bout. From the opening bell, Usyk exuded confidence and control, while Dubois looked uncertain and hesitant. According to Atlas, it was not just Usyk's skills, but also his aura that overwhelmed Dubois before any punches landed.
Nobody. He's staring the demon stare, the first fight before the fight, I always say, and he's staring him down, and he takes it off first. Okay, but it's not just that. It's that after that, Usyk is easy. He's the champion. He's got his hands up and standing there to the crowd. He's doing this, and you can see the watch like this. He's like the kid in the party that all of a sudden wasn't included in the games that all the other kids were playing. And he's trying to find He's trying to find his way back. He's trying to find his way back into the game. He's trying to. You know what I mean, bud? You've seen that with the kick. Go off the kick, and he's trying to get back to. And he doesn't know where to go. Do I go over here with the kids? Do I go over here? Do I just wait for them to come to me? And he's lost. And you can see it. And there's the Usyk just like this. And he's like, look at it, Usyk. You don't know. Should I start a confrontation with him? Should I make up for what I didn't do there? Should I stare at him? Should I look at him? Or should I go back over here? Should I get in front of him? He's a guy that he's uncomfortable in his own skin sometimes. And that's at play. Part of that is at play. At the end of the day, what happened was, from an analytical standpoint, they're looking for the southpaw kick, the right hand. They look too much for it. The delivery system, it's got to be there. That was the delivery system that you want, where you're launching right hand, where you're reaching with right hand. That's not the delivery system. There should have been a little fake. Make him make his move back. Make the counter punches show the counter. Make him show it to, like playing cards. Make the guy show his hand.
Boxing analysts are now openly calling Usyk one of the greatest to ever do it. After dominating the cruiserweight division and becoming undisputed, he moved up to heavyweight and beat some of the biggest names multiple times: Joshua, Dubois, and Fury. What's even more remarkable is that at 38 years old, Usyk shows no signs of slowing down. His performances defy age and expectation, and experts are beginning to admit that no current fighter has the tools to defeat him. Watching Usyk now is witnessing true greatness in action.
Heavyweight, he's now beaten Joshua twice, he's beaten Fury twice, he's beaten Dubois twice. He's cleared out cruiserweight, he's cleared out heavyweight. He's undisputed to the second. Every accolade he could possibly do, he's done it in under 25 fights. We're watching greatness. We're running out of superlative, running out of ways to describe this man, because this was systematic. This wasn't a 12-round beatdown, Chris. This wasn't, moments where Fury had some success, moments where Joshua had success. He dismantled Dubois, who couldn't have been riding higher into this fight, coming off of the win over Joshua. He knocks him out, leaves no doubt. He's knocking guys out now at 38? Is that what we're doing?
I'm going to go back to one word that I used, and I slightly vile for this last year after the Tyson Fury. I think the first fight, I was like, the guy's unbeatable. You can't beat him. I don't see him losing. He just doesn't know how to lose. The guy just finds a way to win no matter what. And now he's finding ways to win, and he's separating himself from all these guys. And I disagree. I thought Daniel Dubois came out with a great game plan at the beginning of the round. In round one, he came out relaxed. He was
the first 30 seconds, maybe?
No, the whole first round. Usyk stole it in the end because he landed a big shot. But like the whole first round, Dubois actually was really good. He backed Usyk up in the corners. He kept them all on the ropes most of the time. He was landing hard jabs over the top. You go back and watch the first round. I've never seen Usyk get hit that way. He got hit with shots over his shot. Boom, and you saw Usyk's head go down. Whoa. Like, this guy's got a good game plan. He's jabbing with Usyk from a higher position, coming over the top of the southpaw jab.
Many in the boxing world believe that Usyk has already solidified his legacy. His accomplishments at cruiserweight alone would place him among the sports elite. Being undisputed and winning the Muhammad Ali Trophy are massive feats. But his transition to heavyweight and success there has elevated him to another level. Critics and fans alike agree that Usyk has nothing more to prove, and every fight he takes from now on is just an addition to a career that's already legendary.
Oh, by the way, when I'm mentioning those fights, undisputed cruiserweight champion, two-time undisputed heavyweight champion, Muhammad Ali Trophy, there's literally nothing else to do. I think the man needs to retire, and I think what I've just said there, that is an all-time great. Without even question resume and legacy. So I think he needs to retire. But the interview he gave with Ade in the ring on Saturday night, he didn't categorically state he'd retire. He said he's going to go home and rest. He deserves the rest. He earned the rest. But we don't know necessarily what he's going to do. I've said I think he should retire. But if he does carry on, what we think? Who do we think he should fight? Now, I've already recorded a video. It might go first. I might put this as first. I don't know yet. On Tyson Fury, because he's still kind of peddled his narrative that he beat Oleksandr Usyk both times in the Undisputed fight. I don't want to see a trilogy fight with Tyson Fury unless he goes out and he earns it. If he earns the trilogy fight, if he returns to the ring and he fights to Joseph Parker and Archie Cabayel and he becomes mandatory, fair enough. Fair enough. There you go. You've earned it. I won't write it like that. 100%. I don't want to see him just jump. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a trilogy with Anthony Joshua, who certainly hasn't earned it. I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora, who technically, although we don't, I'm not even going to go there with Chisora because is the IBF mandatory? Is he not? What's going on there? Don't know what's going on there. But I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora. Although saying that, as much as I don't want to see it, in these are the names you mentioned. With respect, Chisora has probably the best claim to have earned the title out of those two. He does. Because Joshua's won a fact devastating loss. He's not fought for almost a year. He's over a year by the time he does fight. Tyson Fury back-to-back loss to Oleksandr Usyk, didn't deserve a title shot until he goes out and earns one. He's with Chisora, Gerald Washington, Joe Joyce, and Otto Bellini. At least he's got some wins together.
While Tyson Fury seems eager for a third fight, most observers question the need for it. Usyk has already proven his dominance by beating Fury twice. From a legacy standpoint, there's little left to gain from another bout. However, if Usyk decides not to retire just yet, a third meeting could happen simply due to public demand or financial incentive. But as it stands, only Fury truly believes he can turn the outcome around. While the rest of the world has accepted Usyk's superiority, what separates Usyk from nearly every other fighter is his brilliant ring IQ. He doesn't depend on brute force or knockouts. Instead, he reads opponents like a chess grandmaster, adapting with each round. His ability to control distance, pace, and angles makes him almost impossible to trap or outsmart. Analysts often point out that you can't train to match that kind of intelligence. It's instinctive, and it's what makes him a nightmare for anyone across any weight class.